Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So recently I've been having trouble trying to figure out what I'm going to film. So today I'm going to film my 5 least favorite things about chemo, and there's lots of things I don't like about chemo, but these are my top 5. So like I said before, I'm having some trouble coming up with things to make videos about and stuff. So if you have any ideas or you want to see a specific video, leave it in the comments below and I'll consider doing it. So number 5 is spending nights in the hospital, and of course that's like a typical thing, and I'm definitely not the only one who has to do it. Obviously, I've spent about 90 nights in the hospital in total, which isn't really that much compared to other cancer patients, so I don't really have anything to complain about. But staying in the hospital, I think one of the most annoying parts about it is missing out on things, and especially because I have an Instagram and a Facebook, and I see what other people post and what other people are doing, and I'm in the hospital and I can't do them. So that's number 5. So number 4 is the loss of strength and flexibility that comes with chemo. And it's not directly chemo, it's just not feeling good, not being able to go anywhere, not exercising as much as normal. For example, I can't go to dance like I used to. So I lost a lot of flexibility. So number 3 is the side effects that happen while the chemo is going in or a few days after the chemo, not really long term or anything, which is mainly like nausea, vomiting, which are pretty much the 2 worst side effects of chemotherapy. But mainly it's like nausea and vomiting, and plus you don't feel like eating. And also another thing that happens, like, it doesn't happen with everybody, but it happened with me almost every single time I had a round of chemotherapy. My taste buds would just kind of go all bland and nothing tasted like it was supposed to. And so I would have something and it would taste awful, and then it would make me even more nauseous after eating that than I was before, after the chemo had made me nauseous enough. I got cravings in the hospital, so some of the foods that I craved I ate, and then they tasted bad, so to this day I don't remember what they tasted like before I had them on chemo, because when I had them on chemo I kind of ruined it for myself. Number 2 is very annoying, and lots of cancer patients probably complain about it, and that is hair loss. As you can see, I am bald. I do have a little bit of fuzz growing back in my head. You can't really see much of it now, but I have been on and off bald for almost 2 years now. My hair started growing back, and then it fell out again, and then it started growing back, and then it fell out again, which is probably more upsetting than having it bald for being bald the entire time, because your hair, when it falls out, it doesn't just fall out. Your head becomes really, really itchy, and people don't realize that. Like, it's not cancer that makes your hair fall out, it's chemo. So I don't also have any eyebrows. I do have a few eyelashes left, but very few, like literally on this eye, my bottom one, I have 1 eyelash. So I can't really wear mascara because there's nothing there. So your hair gets really itchy, and sometimes my hair follicles got inflamed twice, which meant my whole head, if I just touched my head, it would just burn. A lot of patients like me actually end up shaving their head because the hair loss is so annoying itself. Number 1, my absolute least favorite part of chemo is the side effects that affect your blood counts. So chemotherapy is meant to kill fast-growing cells, which includes cancer, white blood cells, red blood cells, hair cells, which is where your hair falls out, and also nail cells. Not really many people think of nails, but my nails are very weak. And what happens when the chemo kills your white blood cells? Your white blood cells are your immune system, your ability to fight off any sickness or infection. Or your red blood cells are just basically how much oxygen is in your blood. So if you don't have enough oxygen in your blood, you'll be breathing heavily and your heart beating and stuff. Your white blood cells affect your immune system, right? So if your immune system's low, you can't fight off infections, so your doctor becomes very scared of not letting you go places, having to stay home because you have no immune system. That's happened to me many times. I've missed so many things. Like recently I just missed my 8th grade dance and I saw it all over Instagram. But I was sitting at home because I have no immune system and I'm still post-transplant, so I can't go anywhere. Another thing that you can't do when your immune system is really low is have certain foods because they can have bacteria on them. For example, salads, because they're raw, you never know if you got all the dirt and stuff off. And like strawberries and fresh fruit and soft serve ice cream and froyo, all of my favorite things, I pretty much can't have when my blood counts are low. And that is a lot. So off and on for about 2 years, I have been on a restricted diet, and that really annoys me. But my absolute least part about chemo is missing things. I've missed 3 of my best friends' birthday parties, so much school, dances. That's my least favorite part about chemo. I hope this didn't totally bore you to death. It's just kind of like telling you about chemo, and sometimes people are curious and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!